What's up, guys? Welcome to Souf Palm Show. My name is Valide.
And I'm Marissa. What's going on?
How y'all doing? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
You guys know today we always start with entertainment. Today
Yeah.
we wanted to hop into some film.
TV
film, I guess.
Yeah.
Some TV shows that recently came out and that we just want to shed the light on.
Yes.
My pick was the Black Monday. I went binge watching with it on. It's like a Showtime show, and it's like based around Wall Street. And because in my days I used to be a salesperson, I found it very interesting.
Yeah.
And then they had Regina Hall.
Amazing actress.
Yes, she's really good.
Yeah.
She's like one of the main characters in this show. She's like the sidekick to the main guy, which is a black guy we all know. If I can pull his name up, what is this guy's name? It's sad that I don't know off the top of my head, but we all know him. Basically, he's like the big guy. He's a black guy who's the head honcho on Wall Street. He runs all the trades. I don't know why I liked it so much. I just thought the storyline was pretty cool. They shot it in 2019 or 18, but it was taking place like back in 1970.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, I see like old school, like 70 retro, outfits and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and he really talked about, well, the message was like the pimp in the Wall Street game or corporate or blue collar America.
Yeah.
It really took you inside that lifestyle of, how cocaine can ruin people, how money can ruin people and friendships.
Oh,
and it was a really cool series, and I'm
Yeah.
excited for season 2. So shout out to Black Monday.
Yes,
and
I'm gonna have to go watch too, or go to your house and binge with you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm so sad that I can't come up with a guy named Don. I think it's Don Henley.
Oh yeah, he's a good actor too.
That's him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Don Henley. That's his name.
That's
Sorry.
the guy who played in Rwanda. Yeah, Rwanda.
Hotel Rwanda.
Yeah, Hotel Rwanda.
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. He's the main guy.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
You guys check it out if you haven't already.
Yes.
Hulu has it for you.
Okay. I just got my subscription to Hulu through Spotify. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's pretty dope. Shout out to that. That's dope to
Yes.
consolidate things like that.
Yeah.
So
Might as well.
yeah, Black Monday.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all check that out and support. My show that I have been watching, not really binge watching because I just watch everything on the internet. So when it drops once a week, I've watched it. But it's called Boomerang.
Okay.
It's actually Holly Berry produces it and directs it. It's pretty cool. It's almost like a ATL type vibe.
Okay.
But it's basically about young 20-somethings-year-old in the advertising marketing industry.
Okay.
And it's about a rich black girl. Her father's like the CEO of the company, so she's kind of like in his shadow.
Okay.
And she tries to deter her way from that, So it's just showing the struggles between just trying to find individuality from your parents, still being, unique in the marketing advertising game.
Yeah.
It is shot out of ATL. And what's funny is like the girl who's best friends with K-Way, the guy with the crazy green hair. His best friend's in it. They did like TT, fall in love with TT or something like that. But TT from Instagram. His best friend is also in this show, so she's really acting her ass off with that. So I'm pretty impressed by her. But it's pretty dope. It kind of does give you ATL vibes, and the dynamic between the friendships is like pretty relatable, and I like it a lot.
I saw the trailer for it, and it really did. It was engaging just watching a little trailer I saw on Instagram, I think, and I thought, wow, that's a dope show BET about to put out.
Yeah.
I did see Holly Berry was the producer of that show, so definitely want to check that out for sure.
Yeah,
it's on BET, right?
It's on BET, and Holly Berry was one of the stars on the movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy back in the 90s. So I think it's a pretty cool take, because even in that movie it was about advertising and marketing.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see where this is gonna go. Yeah,
I like that.
So make sure y'all check that out.
Yes. So I guess that about wrap it up for our TV series.
Yeah.
Give you guys a little something new to look out for. If you
Yeah.
haven't watched these shows, definitely check them out. They're definitely good, and
definitely.
support our people, support our culture, and just support new content. Period. Just support new stuff.
Yeah.
We definitely got to get into music. So we'll be right back. course, we can't go into this segment. We can't even talk about the segment without just talking about what's going on. Nipsey Hussle's passing. We definitely want to pay our respect here, and we want to talk about it. We want to talk about everything. We just want to talk about the shock that it just shocked everybody. So what's your take first? I mean, we found out first of all 50 minutes after we got done here. So
last week, after we filmed our last episode, I was pretty much shocked. You know, it's crazy because we're in LA, so you could feel the energy shift. You could feel his spirit still in the city. It pretty much shocked me because he died before his time, but still he was so impactful. Yeah. So many emotions and words are still going on because he really has awakened and influenced me as far as making me realize my goals and my purpose here on earth, as a creative, but also as a giver to our community, and what we're supposed to do as giving back and being the example that we're supposed to be, especially to our youth. And in these days and time, our youth really need that example, because it's just crazy right now how violent and crazy kids have to really grow up to. You know, we dealt with certain things before. Even Nip grew up with violence and stuff like that, but he was able to turn that around. And we don't have too many people that are in that example as far as showing them the blueprint of what we need to do. Yeah. So it was pretty heartbreaking. And I've been listening to his music, and he kind of like foretells his future, what was going to go down, but he also gives you gems, you know. Yeah. He was almost like that Jesus type figure. You know, even the number 33, he died. It represents so many things. So, not even as far as like the physical aspects of his death, like the spiritual aspects of his death is like, it really hits home. So, a lot of people are fighting about, oh, it's not a conspiracy. Yeah. Oh, this is gang shit. Yeah. But if those who really know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They make things look like how they're supposed to look like. You know, things are deeper than what you see. You know, and right now we are in the times where you have to look deeper. You have to truly be in tune, and the world is divided on that. And this situation show how much divided we are.
Buffoonery that you see. That's crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't cut you off.
It's cool.
I was gonna say back to what you were saying about the spirit, his spirit. And you said you're an adamant listener to Nipsey, right? So you listened to him long before all of this. Not to say that I didn't. I heard him. I knew he was. I listened to his stuff when he came on. I was jamming. As far as really going to depth and seeing like feeling, I don't know what to say. When I heard him, I felt immediately on the Tupac, Snoop Dogg. Yeah. You know, I knew he was of that just by hearing his vibe, just by hearing the music, the quality of his music. Yeah. But beyond his music, I knew of him as a person that was just a big person, right? So putting the two and two together for me didn't take, it took a minute. But when we got the news, I said, wait a minute, you're not talking about. Like what?
Yeah. So like we weren't ready for it. Like we weren't prepared. Like someone gets old or they're sick, they're in the hospital. We prepare themselves to die. We weren't prepared for him because he has so much more to do. For sure. Like 2 days later, he had to talk to LAPD to have a coming together with the community. Right. He was still opening more businesses and doing more things, and I'm just like, he wasn't done.
And I'm watching all the interviews now. I mean, I have so much more respect, and I don't care what anyone else says. There's a lot of people out there saying, oh, how can certain people say or pay their respect to a man that they don't? First of all, let's go ahead and address this. Just like I heard another person say, if you have a long distant cousin that your grandma or somebody call you, hey, you know, cousin Joe had passed away, you're going to feel something. You may not talk to Joe, you may not have spoken to him and forever, or you may not even really directly know him, but if you feel him and you feel like you're a part of him, a part of his movement, you're going to feel something. Facts. So first of all, y'all need to shut that down. Like nobody's even with that shit. That's what's causing all of the segregation now. Oh my God. 1 minute everybody's like, oh, you know, let's come together. Then the next minute, hold on, y'all being fake. Don't post this. Don't tell people what they can and cannot
because you don't understand.
Like that doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't.
It's really sad, but at the same time, like you said, it was a forced awakening. I mean, he lived and died for a bigger cause, I believe. Listening to the things that he was doing, his intellect. I mean, this man, he did have a vision. He knew he
He set out and
he was
did
a prophet. He knew what was happening, and the fact that when you know someone's a prophet, that's why I think it hit so hard, because it was like some people kind of knew it was a prophet. It was like, did we want to listen to it? Some people didn't know, but now they feel it. Yeah,
but even if you don't, but just like how you said, if you have a distant cousin, you know, you're gonna feel something. To me, it's just like he has soul families.
Yeah,
I feel a soul tie to him because we all are here for a certain purpose. We're still one collective, and we still have the same purpose, and that's to raise the vibration of the earth, and to implant love and be the example. So those that are in that same soul tribe, we felt it, even though we didn't know him. Even though we barely listened to him, barely knew what he was doing, we took it to heart because our soul to soul, we knew. The same. We know him.
I was reading, not even reading, listening. Every day since this happened, it's just been so much developing information about him that it's so impressive. This one thing, for example, shout out to the Vector 90 that
and
he
we
has.
Have to go there.
That's crazy. Like, this is amazing. Like, these are things that, you know, communities need. I forgot what I was going to say exactly, but Africa. His origin. He talked about talks about not even that, how a lot of us don't even know that they're not who they are right now. They don't even think to go. He said he didn't know. Of course, he was born and raised in LA, but you know, his father was from Africa, and had he not gone to Africa when he was old enough to understand where he was from. Now, thinking of that, I'm thinking, strip all the tattoos away, strip all the clothes. This is a one whole person. This is a person that knows who they are, and I feel like his dimension, he had a complete life here. I feel like it was unexpected. I really feel like it was definitely unexpected. Unfortunately, I really honestly do feel like I'm so sad that we had to have him be the example to make this happen.
Yeah, he really knew who he was. One thing about American culture, you really don't know who you are, where you come from. We're only based, as Black people, we're only based to know our slavery. My mom's Filipino, and she always told me, you don't know who you are unless you know where you come from. And so I feel him on, you know, his parents being, you know, not American. People that have foreign parents, they teach you about where you come from. Because when you come from a third world country, the parents will tell you, like, look, this is how you have it. This is how I grew up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have that different aspect to look at, you know, what you're truly blessed with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of the kids in America, they're spoiled.
Yeah.
You know, they don't truly see what's really going on as far as life, or truly know where they're coming from, because our own history is stripped from us.
Facts.
And what's crazy that we live in a world and time where information is right at your fucking fingertips, but they won't go out there and search. So
yeah,
you know, we talked about it before. People want the savior mentality. They want people to do it for themselves, but people already have made an opportunity for you to do it for yourselves. You just got to go out there and reach for it.
Yeah, so many different platforms to be an entrepreneur nowadays. It was harder back in the days, even when Nipsey started, even Master P and them, it was harder for them to get on these platforms like we have now. They paved the way
exactly
for us to have it so easy. So to me, I feel like you said, it's no excuse. Now it's like, you just gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, look, do I really want this? Is this what I want? If I'm not doing it right, you know, try to keep, I don't even know what you gotta tell yourself. But
sometimes
tell yourself
they don't know what they want. Sometimes they just, what they want is what they see. You know, and what they see is they're just stimulated to outside sources instead of going within. And that's what a lot of people have to do. And that's what Nipsey did. He knew who he was. He took who he was from his parents, from the street life he grew up, and was true to himself and used that to be the example.
That makes people angry. Yeah. For someone to know exactly who they are to that extent, to walk in their power every day.
Exactly.
And master it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even his own father said, I told the boy he needed to go to bed. He said he only slept off for 4 hours. He ain't going to sleep until he had like 4 marathon stores. He said he knew from that point that his son had a purpose. He didn't want to sleep. He not thinking of excuses. This man is selling T-shirts. He's trying to figure out how to hustle.
He knew he knew what his purpose was. He knew what his responsibility was. Yeah. And he did what he was supposed to do.
He embodied that name, Nipsey Hussel, because you know, we all know that's not his given name. But when that name became of him, he became that.
Yeah,
he became
entity.
That.
Yeah, definitely.
And that was an empire. That's a household name. I mean, salute to.
He's definitely inspiration, even not only for me as musically, creatively, entrepreneurially, also with giving back to the community. He's also inspired me again with like this health kick that I've been doing. We're probably gonna go into that with the next segment, but he's the things that I've been thinking and wanting to do. It was already brewing. I've been doing things already here, setting before the plane, doing it. But his death just slapped me in the face, and it was like boom, go mode.
Yeah.
The marathon, pass the baton.
It's a fact.
Let's go.
It's a fact.
And a lot of people that are on that trip that are, like I said, the soul family of him. And I watch people, they've been on go.
Anyone who has really invested themselves into music, number one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you invested yourself into someone like Nipsey Hussle's music, you're going to reap the benefits of his seeds because you have fed yourself with his food of thought. You see what we're saying
He's
here?
planted seeds into you.
You don't even know. So if you did wake up like that, it's because of the spirit of what we felt that delivery when he told us.
Yeah.
I mean, even I'm hearing his interviews where he said he had this one line where he had to wipe a tear. He was really crying in the booth, but he told himself, well, I mean, I got to wipe this tear, let the shit flow. I can't just get out the studio. But he put that in a lyric. You feel that delivery. You know what I'm saying? When someone put their soul in that, and then you have fan base, that's how it goes. It's an exchange. So he has this soul family. It's because we have downloaded his mentality, that mindset of a hustler.
Yeah, and we already have it in us. It's just he just showed
evoked
us,
it. Yeah.
Exactly. He showed us more of his ways. So he became the epitome of the example for this time.
For sure.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's like one of my friends was like, Velarde, he looks like Jesus. And I'm like, damn, he kind of really do.
You know, my sister told my mother that too. But, you know, say the unsaid. You know, just say the unsaid. That's why I said, if you look at it just like what you said, and you look at he's saying he's from Ethiopia, you look at strip everything away from what the society said a black thug should look like, strip that from him, and you see the message.
He's definitely, you know, when you got the sight, you could tell he's one of the chosen. So. For
sure. So much respect, man. We can go on for weeks, months, and we will go on and on forever. You will live on forever because you are going down in history.
He is. I can look in the sky and I know it's him. Like, it's crazy how we still thinking about him on a personal basis, but he's really, really influencing and ignited a lot of things in people right now. So I'm with it.
That was a pure spirit, and we feel it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're in California, probably all over the world feel it.
Yeah.
But I know how it feels here in California, and this California love for this man is real, so real. I mean,
first
the heart,
to his family,
you feel it.
To his family, to Laura London, his kids, prayers up to y'all because I know y'all miss him. Y'all was next to him, so I could imagine what exactly you feel and know. So prayers up to you guys.
Yeah. So that's really all we can go on forever. But much respect, love, peace, and we're just gonna keep it going.
Exactly.
Everybody will keep it going and keep paying their respects
keep the marathon
and doing what we need to do.
Yep. It's all about the marathon, baby. Be running.
6 racks of track, bitch.
To lifestyle. We're going to talk about fasting, especially after this Nipsey death and you know, him sparking the interest of Dr. Sebi and what he was doing in documentary. You know, we're going to talk about our journey right now. I know we talked about before our 6-week body shift, so I'm going to give you an update in that. But even that plan kind of shifted with the new developments of what's been going on. So you've been fasting.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about Mo, what she's been doing.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to my trials and tribulations.
So as we know, my journey, the beginning of our 6 week, it wasn't easy because it was a hard transition from just driving around and eating Jack in the Box fish sandwiches. But honestly, I did start eating better, thinking mentally like, okay, I can't eat cheese. I wanted pizza. I did scarf down a pizza one day, and then I thought to myself, okay, literally kicked him out. Why are you doing this when you know you're not supposed to do it?
Yeah.
So I started to work out. I started to get active, and I defeated my laziness. It took everything out of me. I'm not going to lie. But I said, the best thing to do is just one step at a time. So I just went to go run 3 laps around the park to get my, my cardio started. I didn't really do a lot of like toning things, but I did do lunges around the park. I went in the middle of the park and did like somewhat of suicides, my version of it, and some squats. But I've been doing that like two days a week since last week, and then I just went hiking. Okay. And my eating has been very clean, especially since Brother Nipsey passed away. Yeah. Because I knew before, and I'm not going to use his death as an excuse because I know people want to say that, but it is a wake up call to kind of embrace what you were already on the journey to do. So it's like we were already thinking about fasting, and then it was just like a spark to, okay, you was already on the right path, so just keep going and amp it up this week. So this week I went to go buy produce, and I'm not eating like I used to only eat fish. I'm not even eating fish, and I'm proud of myself. Shrimp, nothing. So it's really strict right now. I'm eating like kale, red cabbage, and beans, and smoothies in the morning, and that's water. Good. So, but I really am trying to detox. It's feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot lighter, and I can feel myself detoxing. I want to keep continuing this journey.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
That's good. Yeah, I've been watching like a lot of vegan recipes and stuff like that. So we're definitely going to have to try some. Because we like the sustenance of the filling of meat. Yeah. So we're going to have to learn how to make fake meat or whatever.
Yeah, like black bean burgers with oats I've learned. So definitely we should do a segment where we teach you guys some food.
You want to get into that because we're both food lovers.
I love food. And if you can, my thing is if I can bust down some healthy food and stay my weight, man, boy, I'm telling you.
There's going to be problems.
I will be eating.
Yes.
But anyway,
we're going to jump to that. Yeah, so I've been trying to fast all year. Yeah. And I always feel like on the 5th or 7th day because I just want to eat. I feel like a carnivore. So I've been trying to get back into a vegetarian type lifestyle. So that's why I want to fast. And then the 2 years that I've been there, I want to get all that bad energy, just get everything out of me. So with Nipsey dying, it's just like, now it's time. So today is actually day 4 of just water. Mm-hmm. Okay. No food, just water. And I want to go 30 days. So I've been feeling cool. I started my menses, but so I've been kind of weak. And usually when my menses will come, I'll be like, oh, no, you can't start. You're going to be 2 weeks, so eat. But then, I'll fuck off at, another 2 weeks. So I was just like, just do it. Yeah. So I've still been working out, but not as intense. Just been doing cardio, 35, 40 minutes. Yesterday I was really, really weak, so I only did, the sauna. Yeah. So I did that for 35 minutes in dry, then in the wet. So I did that, and then I had just water with lemon in it, and just been meditating more. So just really been focused. I could feel my spirit guides. It's like, just go, go, go. So I've been seeing synchronicities and signs. They're like, just go, just do it. Yeah. So I want to do my 30 days. My birthday's on the 12th next month. So I'm thinking about 30 days. I'll be May 2nd, and then eat that weekend, and then go another 7 days before my birthday, then eat that weekend. Yeah. So I kind of want to go off and on, so I could detox a lot of health things that I do have within my body too. Right. So.
Well, that sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Mm-hmm. See, sounds like a better plan than we had before. We was trying to force ourselves into something that didn't go with us. Yeah. And I wanted to talk about that as far as Dr. Sebi's meals, and how changing your lifestyle, like we always say, we as human beings need to know what works for us. Exactly. Because we can't just go off of what he has going on, because this man has years of studying that. So we can't just go cold turkey and say, okay, all I'm going to do is eat nuts for the next week, and you might get weak because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Basically, I'm just glad that you and I both thought logically enough, and not force moderation. Okay, let's not get crazy and make ourselves go crazy about it. Because I know me, I will probably beat myself up if I didn't reach the goals that we made, knowing that it wasn't something that.
But then too, we're both extremists, so we just have to learn how to balance those two things. Yeah. So because we're both overachievers. Yeah. So it's just maintaining balance and just being focused on the goal, and then if we do fuck up, just get back up and go. Yeah. We're only human. Yeah. So
speaking of that, I fell on my first, like my second day running.
All right.
Scuffed up my knee. And I thought to myself, I said, wow, my grown ass was thinking, you can't cry. You're grown. I said, get your ass up and keep running.
You call for your mommy.
Yeah. In my brain, I was like, who can I call? Like, oh, shit, I really can't call nobody. I'm a grown ass woman. I gotta keep going.
It's like, damn, do I know how to run?
I just took that as a sign of life, man. You fall, get back up, keep running. Shit.
You got to. You got to. And Dr. said we talked a lot about electric foods.
Yeah.
We are electric. We are electromagnetic, being just like the earth. A lot of things that we are, the earth represents. We mirror each other. So what we pollute our body with is the same thing as the earth. It doesn't do well with us. It doesn't sit well with our body. So we got to really, really just concentrate and study how our body is and what we intake. We see how we feel. Write that down. Take a notation of it. Okay, this is good. This isn't good. Because everybody's chemical balance is different. I've really been looking into sea moss lately. And Dr. Sebi talked about it a lot. Like, that's the thing he will be like. He will fall into his 80-year-old knees and be like, that's sea moss. Mm-hmm. People his age will have arthritis. Yeah. So maybe we should look into doing that, like with smoothies or like soups and stuff. I've been looking into that too, so.
Definitely want to look into that. Mm-hmm. I was thinking, like, even with, what was he does some juicing thing where he doesn't eat at all.
Yeah, he did a lot of fasts as well.
Did you hear about where he said when he was in his 30s he couldn't get an erection? Yeah, and so that's what pretty much provoked everything. Like, wait a minute, I'm too young, and he was like 80 something with a brand new baby at that time. Yeah, he told the story. Yeah. So I think that it all takes like deprogramming too. Mm-hmm. If you detach yourself from it, like you said, you're just doing water because if you do anything else, it could probably not really detach you from it. But now that you're doing this fast, it's like you deprogram yourself from the stuff you don't want. Yeah,
even sugar. Like, I think that's why I'm extra weak this fast. Yeah, because I haven't been drinking any juices.
It's like your body's going through a withdrawal change, but I don't think. Still, but don't pass out or nothing. No, you know your body. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen to your body. It's important. Exactly. Listen to your body. That's number one. No matter what diet you're trying to do, listen to your body. Not your mind, your body. Exactly. Your body don't tell you to get a burger though. Your body. Some people say, "Oh, I need a." No.
Sometimes, but like that's like the other side of your body. Oh Lord.
Well,
but everything in moderation. Like, once you do good.
That's what I was gonna say. Once you deprogram yourself. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's my point. Once you take it out and you know what you want, okay, now I had too much of that. Okay, now you want to add stuff. Like, ain't nothing wrong with going back and forth with it, but then we, just maintain it.
Exactly.
Just keep your health up.
You have to, because like even when I was vegan vegetarian, so like every 3 months I would still eat meat. Because my body needed it, and when I would eat it, it'd be like, okay, good. Mm-hmm. But when I overindulged, it was like, bro, what you doing? Yeah, this ain't even right. So.
I don't know. I mean, I'm different now. I used to be like that, but now, even with the fish, I thought about it because they even said, like, we are what we eat. I know it's cliche, but even like I told you the other day, and I was explaining to someone else, like, damn, I might need to stop eating fish because a fish is lost out of water. Mm-hmm. So if I'm eating a fish's whole whatever, I think deeply. So I'm just like, okay, I got to start eating things that's going to keep me living because I do honestly feel drained sometimes. I'm not going to lie, especially as an entrepreneur. I got to keep going and I got to keep my hustle on for real. And even to the point where I'm considering to scale back on my cannabis intake because I really do know that as a superhuman being, you can do a lot of things if you're focused, if you have clarity, and if you're in one. So even if it's 3 days at a time, you want to do a fast, clean yourself from everything. Don't detox from food, social media, detox from whatever the others, weed,
certain
alcohol.
Relationships you have with
just
people.
Give yourself that time to rejuvenate, and then you can add stuff back in your life. But it's just important, like you said, moderation. You could do
moderation, everything, and everybody's different, so you know what works for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta pay attention to them signs and those signals. So
don't give up on yourself, man. I mean, it could take years, it could take days, but don't give up on yourself because one day yourself is gonna click and it's gonna be like, damn, I've been doing this all my life, and then your body, your mind, everything's gonna start going in one. Like, okay, we know how to do this. We know how to do this. And just don't give up on yourself. Yep, you got this.
You got it, baby.
So, lifestyle, we were just talking about our fasting journey, and we wanted to share that with you guys. We hope that kind of sheds some light for anyone who's going through that same transition, trying to adjust to kind of eating better, eating cleaner, just to kind of go in alignment with their lifestyle overall. So we hope that helped you.
Yes.
And we wish you good luck on your journey. You got this.
You got it, baby. Do your research and study.
So we'll be right back with some do-it-yourself stuff.
Yes.
6 racks of track, bitch.
Y'all, we're back, and we're gonna go straight into Lunar Talk. Let me like this Palo Santo for the energies. Lunar Talk, we talk about the planets and astrology. So today I want to talk about, I can't even talk because I'm so fucking tired from this fast.
I probably messed her up. I was choosing his own name.
He's so goofy. Okay, we're gonna talk about Jupiter in retrograde. Right now, it's in Sagittarius, and that's the sign that it rules. It's been in Sagittarius since November 2018. So we've been feeling the expansion and awareness in that sign and really been growing. It's going to go retrograde on April 10th. It's going to be from April 10th to August 11th of this year. So we have about 5 months to go ahead and monopolize on this energy. Jupiter rules expansion and awareness, and so it's going to really be showing us and having us look into our dreams and our goals and ourselves, expanding our minds and our mindset as far as where we come and where we want to go. Also, we've been doing a lot of healing here lately, so it's also going to have us look at the silver lining of our growth as far as how we've healed and why we've needed to heal. So it's really going to have us deal with still those emotions. I know a lot of us are probably tired of going through this healing and this renewing thing again, but it's all about expansion this year. It's all about balancing this year to really coming into who we are as a people, as a person, to really be into our dreams and our goals and really into our soul purpose. So with Jupiter, it is going to have us look back on our darkness. So probably we don't have to look back anymore. And really accepting our blessings as far as how far we've come, so take the emotion, take the energy. Sometimes we're going to need to rest because of the healing that we've done. But make sure within that resting period that you're doing that you don't get lazy, that you don't get complacent, almost like you're just a wounded little baby in the bed. Sometimes you have to eventually get up and eventually go into motion and plant those seeds and go full force with what you have to do in life. And, with the Aries new moon that we just had, you use that energy and that passion to fire start your dreams, to fire start that momentum that you need. So kick that laziness and that hurt out of the building, out of the way, because you have to go through this. You have to go through this reawakening. You have to go through this purging to get to where you want to go. So if you're not doing the work, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be left behind, So everything right now, as you see how the world is shifting, is really reflecting that. So just make sure you're on the path that you need to be on. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're detoxing. Make sure you're healing. Make sure you're forgiving. Make sure you're loving self, especially loving self from where you've been, where you want to go, and where you will be going. Okay, so make sure you guys are doing that. This Lunar Talk is going to be kind of short. Since it is going to be 5 months within this Jupiter retrograde, and there's other certain things that are also going to be affecting the retrograde. We're going to talk about that through different episodes. But I want to go ahead and pull a card for the week so we can see the energies and see how our ancestors and our spirit guides are going to be thinking and feeling in the word that they want to give us within this time. So hopefully you guys have been doing your moon rituals and been doing your meditating and really been in tune with yourself and really been innovative with the things that you want to do as far as shifting your mindset and how you want to reach your goals and the goals that you have been, trying to reach for the past few years. All right, y'all. Let's see. There you go. I thought you were hiding your face.
Oh, no. It's a nice quote.
All right, let's see. 2 different cards popped up. So the first card is called Centering. So it says, unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So that coincides with what you want to do in life and where you're going. Don't worry anymore about your pain, your past pain that you've been going through, because God got you. You're going through your healings, and through those healings, you find the solutions to move forward and to really find the silver lining of why you went through what you went through. Everything is a lesson. Just trust in God and trust in yourself. So unnecessary worries, baby, let that go. Okay, the second card that popped out is called Suge Light. So it says, own your divine power. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So there you go. Stop the codependency, because you have the power within you to do what you need to do. You're self-healing. You know, you're not needing the healing from the people who hurt you, from the relationships that deterred you and brought you down. It's all within. You have your own divine power. Okay? So let's go ahead and read that, at least that, because that one kind of like struck a chord in my spirit. And as you know, every time I pull a card, it always goes with the energies of what we're talking about. So, your own divine power. This card is of empowerment, reminding you that you were made in the image and likeness of God. So, you have the power of God always within you. In addition to all that you experience in life, this has made you stronger. This card comes up whenever you've been given the power away to others. Perhaps you fear that they've taken away something valuable if you don't comply with their wishes. Or maybe you've been codependently worrying about people's opinions. This is a time for assertiveness on your part, including holding boundaries and saying no to unreasonable requests for your time, money, or other resources. Assertiveness helps you honor and follow your inner guidance and the pathway of harmony and health. So there you go, guys. Be on your pathway to harmony and health. Reflect, heal, get up, and keep going. Don't dwell in your sorrows. Don't dwell in the pain. Lick your wounds and get up, baby. So that concludes our Lunar Talk. On to our next segment.
So we like to give you guys some steps to do it yourself. And this week we want to talk about organizing some events for your business or for your product as an entrepreneur or for yourself as an artist.
Yes.
Musician.
Your brand.
Yeah. So I guess the first step, I would say, you've done events before. I've done events before. I'm sure everyone has. But nowadays, it's best to strategize because we have social media platforms to really promote. We can use sponsored ads. We can use different affiliate marketing. We can also find other partners who have common interests to go, partner with you on that particular event. So this is where teamwork can come in, just depending on what it is that you're trying to do. Yep. So I just really want to talk about some events and I guess how you pull events together, period. I don't know if you have anything. I guess we're just rambling off of while I'm talking. I feel like the way I've started my events was it all starts with a vision. And I learned the hard way that don't think with the money first, because that actually just throws everything. I mean, you might as well just not even do it. Yeah. Because when you start thinking of, okay, what's the budget first? Your creativity, the organization, what you want to do goes out, because now you're limiting your thoughts. Yeah. Because you're like, oh, we only got this amount of money, so now you're thinking about that. Exactly. Versus the other way around, what I've learned is manifesting. Write it down. put a goal down. I mean, it may not happen exactly how you want it, but at least you have an idea. At least you're not limiting your thoughts. You're not limiting your plans.
Exactly.
You say, hey, I want to do this event for 3 hours. I want to have this, that, and the third. I would like this to happen. You never know how the universe puts that thing together for you.
Exactly.
And I mean, to me, that's just that's just the key to doing it by yourself. Just writing it down and trusting yourself, believing in your project or your event or whatever it is, believing in it enough to know that you've done 50% or you're doing everything you can do in your power to let the universe match it so that that thing can actually happen regardless of what type of event it is. And that's my 2 cents on it.
Just be positive and proactive, you know. So just make a plan and partner up and team up with people that are gonna, you know, help you out and have the same vision as you do. You know, you're doing this to expand your fan base, to expand your customer base. So make sure that you're doing what your fan base or your customers need. You know what I'm saying? And also try to be innovative about it. You know, being different. What's gonna make you stand out? If, you know, as far as the rest of the people are doing almost the same thing that you're doing. Yeah. You know, so just sit back and think. Make sure it's not a rush job. You know, make sure that the energies are positive. You know, not be stressed with the money and stuff like that, and not work with people that's gonna work against you.
Right. Detach yourself from those people that we talked about before. And I think it's important as when you get to this level of doing stuff. And it's so unfortunate. Stop messing with family and friends that's not really doing nothing because it's just not. I'm sorry. It becomes a negative environment because sometimes they just do not see the vision as an entrepreneur. At all. They do just think like a 9-to-5 worker while they're just volunteering their time to do this versus someone fully invested into making this thing happen.
Exactly.
And that's number one, to know who's in your circle. If you're going to do it with other people, know who's in that circle because that also can stop the manifest too, because if everybody not on the same mind train, you have 3 people like, yeah, let's do this, and you got the other 5 people like, that shit ain't gonna work. It's gonna be an unbalanced situation. It's just not really gonna pop off, unfortunately. So it's very important to make sure you have like-minded people in your circle that want to see this thing happen just as much as you do.
Exactly. And follow your predecessors. You know, people have done it before. Make phone calls. Ask them what they think. Yeah. You know, maybe you could get their hookups as far as with the venue or a certain catering, or you just never know. Yeah. Just open your mouth. Don't be afraid. And just, you know, fly like a bird because anything is possible. It's the reason why you have it in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to be doing it anyway.
Yeah, just think on the end result only. Don't think about the how. If God gave you a vision, it came in your head. I'm an impulsive creator. Everybody know that. But also, on top of my impulsiveness, I also plan. So it's not like anything I do, I'm just obeying the vision and I'm making it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you gave me this vision to do this in like 9 days. How the heck I'm supposed to do that? But to me, I take it as a challenge. I don't run away from it. I don't say this shit can't happen. There's no way I can do this. Exactly. Because I just stopped the universe from manifesting any opportunity that could have happened.
Because it's an opportunity for a reason and landing in your lap for a reason.
It's like, okay, do it.
Exactly.
So don't be scared, guys. Take that risk.
And love a challenge. Like, I love to be challenged.
You should want to challenge yourself. Life gets boring after a while.
Exactly.
You got to amp that stamina up in yourself, around you, and keep that momentum going with your business. If you're doing something, do something with something. It ain't a movement unless everybody moving, man.
That's right,
I'm telling
baby.
you.
That's right. Facts on facts, yeah.
Nah, but put these events together, bring the community together, because that's what it's about. I feel like we've gotten away from real social people networking. We're just networking online. So there's no real community face to face every week or at whatever meetups where people are really like communities. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that at? We don't really have that. So take that same element. My goal is to take an element that we see online, like a live Insta or a live Facebook conversation. If you can do all these comments on my Facebook, let's do that in a real place. Let's just take that somewhere. You know, so yeah, like she said, be innovative. Think of new ways to market what you're trying to do. Get with competitors, get with like minds, and make the thing happen for you. Just explore your options. A closed mouth do not get fed.
It doesn't. You know what to do. You got it in you. We ain't gotta tell you this shit.
We really don't. We just I guess emphasizing it. Or,
we're reflecting, you know what I'm saying? We're mirrors of each other. You know what I'm saying? So just trusting yourself. You got this.
We telling ourselves too. Exactly. We got to be accountable for ourselves too. So this is for us. This is for you. This is for anyone who's in that same wave. And sometimes, you know, life struggles and personal stuff can make you feel defeated, make you feel doubtful about the vision that's given to you. But just keep that in your mind. Follow the vision, not the money. The money's gonna come.
Yeah.
Just stop. Don't even think about it.
You shouldn't be doing anything.
How much should I charge at the? Don't even how much you can charge at the door first. You didn't even make the event. You didn't even plan nothing.
Exactly.
You're trying to figure out how much you want to charge.
I can't stand that. Oh, especially when you want to work with people and they talk about how much am I gonna make.
Yeah, like so what y'all talk about? Actually, I was trying to talk about creating it, but never mind. I don't even want you in the creator's room. You're not allowed.
Yes, and make sure y'all don't copy anybody else's idea.
That part,
because we watching.
You know,
if you copying.
Listen, there's originals, but you know, we get inspired, and sometimes it's unfortunate some people can't admit when they're inspired, but you know. Just take it as you're a trendsetter. Trendsetting. This year is nothing but trendsetting vibes. So if you ain't trendsetting, I don't know what you're doing.
Bruh. If
you ain't trendsetting, I guess you following?
Yeah. We're the leaders of the new world, baby.
Nah, but seriously, we love to give you guys things to talk about. Just take away with you, spark conversations amongst you and your friends, people that you feel like, hey man, you know, I was listening to this thing the other day. You know, spark that conversation. Don't keep this information to yourself either. Let it out. Yeah. Let it out. Express it.
Exactly.
That's what we doing.
That's right, baby.
So again, this is another week with Souf Palm. Are we going to take them on the streets? This is our 7th episode?
It is our 7th episode.
7 episodes. 7 is the number of completion.
That's right.
So I was thinking we should do something cool like walk the streets and see what they got out there.
Yeah.
Possibly to see. We want to put on some events. We want to kind of get out there and network since we always telling y'all to network. We're going to put ourselves to work today. So we're going to introduce ourselves. Let us know. Let people know we're in the area. We, you know. So I guess just come out with us.
Watch this fish and we about to go.
Yo, she's so like it's all good. We'll see you guys in a minute.
All right, y'all.
6 racks of track, bitch.
Yo, what's up, Souf Palmers? It's Velarde here. I appreciate you for checking out this episode of Souf Palm Show. Just want to let you guys know if you're interested in being a guest or a co-host guest, please hit us up at soufpalm@gmail.com. That's SOUF, palm like the palm trees @gmail.com. If you want your music featured on our show, hit us up there. And please make sure to follow us on IG at Souf Palm Show and also on Twitter and our Facebook page. All right, y'all. We appreciate you. Peace.